Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one county is wondering what is next after an animal control contract ends. And one mountain university is making positive strides in educating students in the region.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We're just past 5:30 this Monday morning, and it is already September 16th, believe it or not. And you know, I think I saw a couple of those leaves changing out there, but hey, I'm no expert, so let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast.
Oh, yes, you are, Miss Madison. Come on now. 61 outside our door. Good start to our morning, and it's going to be a nice afternoon, even though it may not be as bright as what we're going to enjoy this morning. We're all pretty much in that range of 60 to 65 minus Moorhead at 66, talking within the viewing area here. 53, though, at Clintwood, 59 at Wise, 59. Good morning to you at Williamsburg. High pressure, small little bubble, and we're kind of sandwiched between two systems. The remnants of Francine out to our west and this system out to our east, showing some tropical characteristics. That's the system that's backing on in because our weather typically goes west to east. This is coming in east to west. So after the sunny start, we'll see a mixture of sunshine and clouds this afternoon with a high of 82. More about the ARH First Alert 7-day forecast in this half hour. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. 2 people were transported to the Pikeville Medical Center yesterday after a single vehicle crash. The crash happened on US 23 between 119 and Ratliff Creek. The Pikeville Police Department said a driver crashed into vacant buildings. The roadway has been cleared. Crews in Wolfe County rescued a climber Saturday. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team posted this picture on social media Saturday. They say they got a call after a full day of training. At the scene, they found a climber suffering from significant injuries. That climber was taken to the hospital with help from county first responders. School bus safety is in the spotlight after a dozen students were hurt when one crashed in northern Minnesota last week. Meanwhile, some school buses in the Twin Cities have received some high-tech help to keep kids safe. And as Uba Ali reports, one feature involves artificial intelligence.
The bus engine is on, Mike's strapped in, and it's time to roll.
It's all about getting the kids safely to school.
And that's usually how they get there. Federal safety leaders say students are 8 times safer riding a bus to school compared to other options. There's several safety features on the outside of the school bus. We're used to seeing the red arm signal, these side cameras, and these flashing lights, but there's an added feature on the inside helping drivers get students home safely. In 4 years, there were nearly 2,800 school bus crashes in Minnesota. 225 students were hurt. That's a tiny fraction of the 870,000 public school students in Minnesota.
Situations that involve a school bus are obviously scary.
That's why installing a new safety upgrade 2 years ago was vital.
Samsara helps us with our driver training, so our cameras have AI technology built in that helps detect unsafe events.
A system that helps drivers with real-time alerts.
And that actually sends our training department a notice, an email saying, hey, check this event, and allows us then to go back to a driver and say, let's look at this situation.
The two-way camera shows inside the bus and out.
It will tell you if you're approaching stop traffic.
Mike showed us how it works by braking suddenly. The system flagged him that exact moment. The video was then saved.
Harsh event detected.
To be used for training.
An added tool, it's a benefit to have that added tool.
A benefit for students on the bus.
It's just another layer of safety because we're human.
And drivers on the road. Uba Ali, WCCO News.
In Breathitt County, police say they responded to a threat involving schools in the area Friday morning. In a post on Facebook, officers with the Jackson Police Department say it responded to the threat. The post also says, quote, "We want to reassure the community that student safety remains our top priority, and we are working closely with the school system to ensure a safe environment for everyone." And Kentucky is not alone in the uptick of school threats. A Wilson County, Tennessee middle school student was in police custody on Thursday morning. Her social media post earlier in the week caused significant concern, according to the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. The 8th grade student was arrested at her home. Investigators say she created a TikTok featuring a picture of the Georgia school shooter and threatened violence at her middle school and Green Hill High School.
Their statement was, "I done it to be funny." My response to that statement was, "You've caused a lot of panic, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety around our community." I said, "You have students who have not been in school today because of what was sent out on the account that you made up." And I said, "That's serious."
This is just one of several threats of violence made by students online over the last few weeks. Officials say that locking up guns and reminding kids online comments have real-world consequences are things parents can do to help. The University of Kentucky is celebrating record enrollment and graduation rates this year. The university says more than 36,000 new students enrolled this year. That marks a 7% increase over last year. UK's six-year graduation rate is now more than 71%. That new record places UK among the top 100 public four-year institutions in the country. And officials with the University of Pikeville say they have retained more than 84% of their students. That is higher than the national average for private colleges and universities in the country, which is at 74%. Officials with UPike also say enrollment from students transferring to the college has climbed by 34%. One addiction recovery provider has closed 5 facilities. According to the Lexington Herald-Leader, some employees with addiction recovery care were also laid off, and several clients have transitioned to other facilities. A spokesperson told WYMT that the business was forced to make tough decisions as a result of impending and significant reimbursement cuts for addiction and mental health service providers in Kentucky. One Perry County church honored first responders on Sunday. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares the importance of recognizing them and the vital role they play.
What might seem like a typical Sunday service at Chavy's First Church of God is also the community coming together to honor first responders. Pastor Brian Bridges says he wants to celebrate the important role they play in the community.
And we've always known that, but I think recently in the recent flooding and other things, we've just seen how they have stepped forward and sacrificially given of their time and their resources to help in times of crisis. And then we've had some in our congregation that we honored today in memory that are no longer with us, but gave their heart and soul and their lives to firefighting, being police officers, all of those different first responder jobs.
More than a year ago, church member Harvey Caldwell slipped and fell, tearing both of his quad tendons.
Became very close with them and just kind of realized how they go above and beyond to help people, and you don't realize it till you're in a situation and take a look around and say, hey, you know, these people are important.
Call says it was important to thank first responders for all of the work they do to serve.
I think it's long overdue, and I just think that they go unrecognized. You know, we just get used to say when there's an accident or something happening that we see those blue lights or we see those red lights. And so this is just a little token to show that how much we appreciate those people.
By continuing their mission of spreading the word of God.
And to let a hurting world know that the Lord loves them. And we want to honor our first responders today and let them know that we care about them, but most importantly that Jesus cares about them.
In Perry County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Bridges says while this is their first year honoring those that serve, he hopes to continue honoring and thanking first responders in the area. In Kentucky, each county is required to have an animal control service, but in Franklin County, the Humane Society contracted to take care of this service has terminated their contract, leaving many to wonder what happens next. Many communities may not have the resources to help the countless animals that are stray or even the ones that law enforcement have authority over while a court case is happening.
So in the last year, we have been trying to negotiate with the City of Frankfort and Franklin County Fiscal Court on our contract. We're the contracted animal control agency for the county.
The city and county collectively pay $148,000 each year toward this service, but on July 1st, the Franklin County Humane Society terminated their contract with them. Operations are continuing as normal for the Humane Society, but if an agreement is not reached, Lawari says they will not be accepting any animals the city or county would usually send their way. Coming up, one of the members of the beloved pop group, the Jackson 5, has died.
And in the weather department, a good start to the day today. As we head through time, we're going to end up losing the sunshine and we'll have to time out some showers. Those details with your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast coming up right after this.